Hi, this is Too Fast here. In this video I will be reviewing this car head-up display unit, and it's made by a company called ECHOMAN. Now I got this unit from GEARBEST.com, so if you're interested I will put the link in my description below. So let's have a look around the box. And on the side it gives you some of the features. It has a 5.5 inch high brightness display. It gives you speedometer reading, tachometer reading, fuel consumption, and overspeed alarm. Also comes with a remote control. So this is going to be a little different than the other units I've reviewed before. So let's open this up and I'll show you what's inside. Here is the 5.5 inch head-up display unit. Here is the remote control. This is the OBD2 cable. We have two suction cups, and I'll talk about that in a second. Here is the anti-slip mat. Now this piece of paper tells you how to install the reflective pad instead of using the film. Here is the user guide. Now this kit comes with two different types of reflective screens. Here we have the traditional one that I've shown you before, and what you do with this one is you remove the backing on this film and you stick this onto your windshield. Now with this kit they give you a different option. This is actually a piece of plastic that's reflective, and you use the suction cups that come with this and you stick this on one side, and then you stick this whole thing onto the windshield. By using this with the suction cup, then it becomes removable. You can move this from car to car. Very convenient. Here you're looking at all the parts that come with this kit. So let me take this over to the car and I will show you how to configure this and use this device. Here I've laid out all the parts I'll be using for this installation. Now I will be using the reflective pad instead of the sticky screen, just so that's easier to remove. The pad will require the use of the suction cups here. This OBD cable here, I measured it, is 5 feet long. On the 5.5 inch head-up display unit, as you can see, it has a nice matte finish to reduce any glare while you're driving. On the left side here we have a rocker switch used for making changes to the settings. Below that we have the on-off switch, and it's marked right here. Right in the middle here we have the buzzer for the alarm. Now as for the data port, there are actually two on this unit. This one here that you're looking at is for OBD2 connection. Next to it is a photocell for detecting daytime or nighttime, and it'll change the brightness of this unit. On the side here we have another data connection. This one is for OBD2 connection. Here we're looking at the driver's side steering column. If I bring the camera down underneath the dash, right there, you'll see the OBD2 connector. Now this connector is keyed, so the data cable that you're plugging into will only go in one direction. Just plug this in, and that's it. Now I'll plug the data cable to the side of this unit, which is the OBD2 connection. The display on this is very bright. Right now I have the display facing a mirror so you can see it correctly. I'm going to start up the car so you can see that the unit does power on automatically with ignition. So let's go over the display on this unit. Now on the top left hand corner we have the tachometer, or the RPM. If I rev the engine you'll see the RPM go up. On the top right hand corner we have the RPM reading. Now this display can be changed to display something else. All you have to do is press the rocker switch downwards, and now this will show you the clock. Press it again. This is the elapsed time of driving. Press it again. This is the fuel consumption. Press it one more time. We're back to RPM. Now at the bottom there, this is the speed reading. If you want to change this display to something different, push the rocker switch upwards. Now it's displaying the voltage of the vehicle. Press it again. This is the water temperature. Push the button once again and it will go back to speed reading. Now you can make some changes to the values on these readings by pushing in the rocker switch. Just press it once. Now you can specify the size of this engine and that will be used for calculating the fuel consumption. So right now I'm going to set this to 3.5. That's the size of this engine I have. Press it again, and now you can change the value of the temperature reading and the speed reading. If I push it up, now it will change to miles per hour. Push it down, now the water temperature is in Fahrenheit. Press it again. This is the speed alert. So right now it's set to 83 miles per hour. If you exceed the speed, this unit will beep at you to let you know that you've exceeded that speed. You can change the setting to a higher speed or lower speed if you want. Press the button again. Now this is the clock setting, so you can change the time setting on this. Press it again, and this is the water temperature alert. So you can also change its value by pushing the button up and down, and if it exceeds that value right now, then the unit will beep at you. Press it again. This is the battery voltage alert. By default it's set to 10.5 volt. If the battery drops below 10.5 volt, then this unit will also alert you. This next setting is the driving alert, and right now it's set to 4 hours. What that means is that if you drive longer than 4 hours, it will actually beep at you to make sure that you're still awake. This is the RPM alert, and right now it's set to 5,000 RPM. So if you exceed 5,000 RPM, this unit will beep at you. The next one here is the gear shift warning, and I'm not quite sure what this one is, but you're supposed to be able to set the speed at which it gives you an alert to shift. The next one here is the fuel consumption calibration. By default it's 100%, so it will give you the reading directly from your car's computer for the fuel consumption. But of course you can toggle this number up and down to change the calibration if you want to. Next one here, this is a speed calibration. By default it's 100% of the speed reading that's read off the car's computer, and if you want to change the calibration on this, you can change this value. This is the OBD diagnostic function on this unit. By default it's on. This next one is, I believe, sleep. I cannot find the explanation for this one in the manual, so I'm not sure what this one is. Let's go to the next one. This is for the scanning of the check engine light, and right now it says no, so it means that there's no code. And we're back to the main display. Now because the windshield is laminated, that's why you're seeing this double image on the display right now. To eliminate that, what you'll need to do is install the reflective pad that I have right here. And when I place it here, you can see the image very clearly now. Now on this pad it is marked front and back. So make sure that the front side faces you. So go ahead and remove the back side. Now I'll install the suction cup onto the back side of this pad here, and then we'll place this on the windshield so you can see the image. And don't forget to remove the front side protective plastic here. The unit also comes with a sticky mat, so you want to use this to prevent the head-up display unit from sliding around. During the unboxing I mentioned there's a remote control that comes with this unit, and this is very convenient because with this remote control you can pretty much do everything remotely without pressing that rocker switch there. If I push the down arrow button here, it will change the main display at the bottom there. If I press the up button here, it will change the display on the top right hand corner. If I press the OK button here, it'll go into the setup configuration menu. And here I can make changes using the remote control. Here you're looking at the display at night, and the speed reading is correct, the RPM seems to be correct. The only thing I notice is that when it comes to stop, instead of going to 0 speed reading, it gives me a reading of like 2.6, which is kind of weird. It doesn't go to 0. But you're looking at the nighttime display right now. As you can see, it's very clear. So I've plugged the head-up display unit in my other vehicle. Right now I'm in my Nissan and doing some more testing. Now, as you know, in my previous reviews of other head-up display units, I like to give you a daytime view, but unfortunately it's raining here quite a bit, and it's going to be raining probably for the next 4 or 5 days. So this is the best view that I can give you at this time, but I really want to test the speedometer reading when I come to a complete stop, because in my Honda, it gave me some odd number when I came to a complete stop. It wouldn't register as 0 speed, but instead it gave some odd number like 2.6 or 0.8. So I want to try it in this Nissan and see if it's an issue with the head-up display unit itself, or perhaps maybe the car computer is giving that reading. So here I'm driving around. So let me come to a stop and let's see what speed it shows. So I'm stopped right now and it shows 3.3 miles per hour. So that tells me it's a software issue with the head-up display unit. So this is something that you want to keep in mind, because even though when we're driving with this head-up display unit, it does show the correct speed, but when you come to complete stop, it doesn't seem to zero out. I hope you enjoyed watching this review of the ECHOMAN 5.5 inch head-up display unit. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and also don't forget to click on the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.